Hello, welcome back to the Juniper Veil. Today we are doing a full moon reading in Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius will be July 29th. Today is July 28th, so it's coming soon. I like to give you these readings for full moon and new moon based off of tarot spreads from labyrinthos.co. So I leave the link to Labyrinthos, the website, in my description so you can see all their tarot spreads. And I like to do these readings to show you the tarot spreads and also to use someone as an example. Today I'm using Henry Rollins. He is an Aquarius sun and an Aquarius moon. So if you are an Aquarius, you may know that Aquarians are very humanitarian. They like to fight for what is right and what is right for the collective. So when it comes to the new moon in Aquarius, we're looking at what kind of changes are needed within ourselves. And again, you don't have to be an Aquarius in order to use this spread. Anybody can use it. It will have 5 cards, and the card in the tarot deck that is the Aquarius is the star. So the star card, this will stand in for our Aquarian friends, right? This is our Aquarius and a full moon in Aquarius. I'm using the Celestial Tarot deck, Whispers of the Universe. Very nice deck. Empath Soul. So what's fun about Aquarians is that they are quirky, right? They kind of like having this ideal sort of world. They like to fight against things that are no good. So one of the first questions that this spread asks is, it helps you ask yourself, what quirks can you embrace? And that will be the first card. So let me finish my shuffling. Okay. So my first card, what quirks can I embrace? I have the 3 of Cups. Second card, how can I be more expressive? I have the 4 of Pentacles. Third card, what is my ideal world? And I have the 10 of Swords. And 4, how can I inspire others? And I have the 10 of Wands. All right, so this is an interesting spread. And I'm doing this spread for Henry Rollins. So I'm not asking for me. I'm using Henry Rollins as my example, since he is an Aquarius. So for him, what quirks can he embrace? So what eccentricities about himself can he learn to accept? So the 3 of Cups is about celebration, right? People are coming together. They're celebrating something new happening. There's socializing, friendship, celebration. It highlights the shared joy and emotional uplift. So I think what this is saying is that, let's see, his quirks, or what are his eccentricities that he can learn to accept. And it may just be about how he chooses to celebrate the good times. So maybe he celebrates things in odd ways, or people or he thinks he's celebrating things in odd ways. But that's just his quirk. It sounds like he's very social. When something good happens, he wants to bring everyone together. That's a very Aquarian thing. When you're talking about relationships with the 3 of Cups, this is a lot about those social activities and those group gatherings that helps to strengthen relationships. Also great for collaborating in your career. So I think this is really just saying it's not so much like a quirk or an eccentricity. It always doesn't have to be something strange or weird. I think this is just saying that, when he's happy, he wants to be around people. He wants to celebrate with people. And that is not something that's strange. He shouldn't be feeling awkward if he finds an awkwardness in that social aspect. So, how can he be more expressive? What unconventional part of him has he been hiding that can be released? So, we have the Four of Pentacles. What's interesting about the Four of Pentacles is that it's usually like the miser card, right? In the traditional tarot, you usually see somebody holding all the pentacles very close to them. They have their feet on a pentacle, keeping them in place. They have another pentacle on their head. Um, so that's interesting because I'm thinking to myself, what about that would he say that he could release more of? And it could just be that it does go with materialism and hoarding. Maybe he feels as though he has a lot of stuff, and maybe he's a little ashamed about that. This new moon is just telling him to clear things out, get rid of things he doesn't need, right? So, he saves so much. If you're talking about money, it could be telling him, you know what, spend some money. You earned it, spend it on people you like, go on vacation, things like that. The Ten of Swords, what is my ideal world? So, what vision of the future would you truly like to happen? And what would it be like? So, that's interesting because we get the set Ten of Swords. So, this person is laying here. They've got all the swords in them. It is the end of a cycle, right? The tens are the end. Swords can be difficult situations, but this is an ending of difficult situations. So, this to me is saying that his future of the world is for like peace, is to for people to come together. That's also very humanitarian, right? For us to end the cycles of difficult situations, reach a new height in intellectualism, um, and just be able to not suffer, I guess. And then how can I inspire others? So this asks, what can Henry do to step into his role as a leader, and how can he inspire change? And right there, you have the 10 of Wands. That's also a completion card. Usually, when we have the 10 of Wands, somebody is carrying all these wands. It feels a bit like a burden, but wands are also about creativity and enthusiasm. He is in a band, right? He is an artist, he's an actor. So he's already in that point where, if you go to a Black Flag show, there's going to be a lot of energy, right? So I think this is just saying, what he does as that front man for Black Flag is what he needs to do. He needs to expand that energy into the audience, right? Everybody sort of becomes one. Everybody's having a good time. Um, I think that's important to him. He probably enjoys it very much. And it seems like something that he was just born to do, just to share all that energy. Sometimes it can feel like a burden, being famous, I would imagine, is a burden, right? But it's a burden that also comes with a lot of really great things, right? That bag full of wands, those wands are enthusiasm, energy, creativity, um, just they can be joy, right? They can be just connecting with people, having that ability. I mean, having wands are great. I think they feel very powerful. So, I think the universe or the full moon at least would be saying, you know what, just continue doing what you're doing. If you haven't done any shows in a while, get back on stage, go on tour, things like that. So yeah, so that was a quick reading for Henry Rollins. Of course, you can do this for yourself during this new moon. These new moon, I mean, not new moon, full moon, sorry. These new moon and full moon readings are a lot of fun. We can all ask ourselves these questions. And yeah, so I have a playlist with all the new moon, full moon readings. You can check out that playlist. You can check out labyrinthos.co for more tarot spreads. Um, And just to remind you, I do readings on political events, global events. I've done a whole World Cup tarot readings that are in a playlist that you can review if you'd like. That was a lot of fun. So I'll probably do some more sports tarot. Please let me know in the comments what sports you're interested in. Maybe there's certain championships you're interested in. Please let me know. I also like doing missing people tarot, also mysteries, fun kind of stories. I will be having some new things coming up shortly. I'm just working on them. I'm doing something new that takes a little bit more time because I'm doing some research. So that one's going to take a little bit more time, but I can't wait to do it. And yeah, so if you have any comments, any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Please hit that like button. Please share with your friends. And I will see you later. Have a great full moon. Don't forget to charge your crystals.